What's up? What's up, YouTube? My name is Revolutionary Gaming, and I am here with a video. Nope, but no. Sorry, I'm tired. My head hurts, and I have allergies to deal with. Plus, I woke up earlier than I normally do at 8:40. I normally wake up at 8:40 for the school week. 10, 11 o'clock for weekends on Sunday. What? What do you want? Come here. Come here, Fuzzy. Sorry. There you go. See, look, you're in the video. Anyways, this is a review on what I think of the game that I recently played called the Age of Deliverance. I have to think about it. Also about how my uploading thing, how we upload days. Hold on, I gotta let the dog out in my room. Okay, thought about how to upload it, and I'll have uploaded all of them in one day. Which will be either Sunday or Monday. Can't decide which. Or it'll be half and half between them. But it is by far one of the worst games I've ever played. Not in, but what I mean by worst, by that is hold on. See, this is why I wear this, because if I don't, that happens. When I say worst, I mean worst as in like it's not like shoddy workmanship, not like it was made horribly. They didn't put textures in correctly. They didn't program it correctly. Like that. It's not like that. Like hmm. I don't know. I don't know. It's not like that. It's not like it was bad because of the way the game was made, like the controls and all that, like Night Shadows, where the mouse was way too sensitive. It's not like it had bad controls like that. It was bad. It was one of the worst games I've ever played emotionally. It is up there with the Crooked Man. And if any of you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch Markiplier's playthrough of the Crooked Man. Very similar to mine, at least the reaction at the end. by far, Age of Deliverance has been one of the worst, emotionally worst games I've ever played. It sucks the soul out of you. And other games can claim to do that by making you boring and zombie-like. No, this one sucks all happiness out of you. It's pretty much the Dementor of video games. And if any of you don't know what that is, read Harry Potter. Or ask your friend who's a Harry Potter fan. Or just go find somebody on the street and ask if they know what a Dementor is. Probably shouldn't do the third one. Anyways, yeah. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, any of you who have not watched it yet. I'm thinking about it. I'm going to upload this before I upload the playthrough videos, so you at least know what you're in for if you decide to watch them. This is like, okay, so the guy on other websites had a content advisor thingy because there's some horrible stuff in there, and what I'm doing is, this is my content advisory. If any of you out there can't, hold on. If any of you out there can't deal with, or just like me, really don't like things that are horribly depressing, disturbing, you wouldn't really be able to tell it on mine that much, but frustrating, mind-blowing, and again, just horribly sad and depressing. Don't watch my playthrough. I wish now that I'd never played the game. Honestly, it has impacted me more than any game I've played so far that has had themes like that. The Crooked Man I played, and it impacted me for a little bit, less than a day, probably. Like once I woke up the next morning, I was okay. This one, I don't remember when I stopped, but once I did, it took me at least half an hour to bounce back enough, just enough to be able to record some Happy Wheels, and once I did that, I just lied down, watched some Scooby-Doo stuff, but that didn't help much. Pretty much around 5 o'clock, lied down and went to sleep. Woke up again at 7 o'clock because my dad, and just officially went to sleep around then. But it took me a little bit to get to sleep because I couldn't help but think about it, and it is horribly sad. Like I said, I'm not going to ruin any of it for you who actually want to watch it, but never again, as long as I live, am I going to play that game, or watch anyone who's played that game, or do anything related to that game. Honestly, right now, I'm still in a funk because of it. I actually think that game might. I think that game might actually be able to give people depression, clinical depression, where they could actually diagnose you as depressed. I think that game can actually do that. Maybe one reason why I am impacted so deeply is because I can somewhat relate to it. I can relate to I can relate to it somewhat. At least the real story. I'm gonna not try to spoil too much about it. I'm gonna spoil. I can relate to the real story behind it. The happiness of finding a friend, specifically a female friend who you get along with very well, seemingly two matching pieces of a puzzle, and then having that torn away from you in an instant.